Sweet souls of Facebook, I wanted to check in and just say thank you to all the new followers, all the Facebook requests, whether I know you or not, and most of you, I don't know you in person. I just wanted to say hello and just thank you again for connecting on this journey. And I also want to just reintroduce what this is if you've been connecting with my content. And if it doesn't resonate with you at any time, feel free to unfriend, feel free to unfollow and tune into what you care about. But these messages, this content is meant to connect with people at the heart level, to motivate you, to inspire you, to bring into conscious awareness of what we are all moving through, just to let you know that you're not alone. And again, my name is Raileigh Easterling. I was recently married, so last name has changed. And my Facebook has been around since middle school, so I have people on here who've seen me grow up. And I'm just here to share and remind folks that this is my identity now as a writer, as a public speaker, as an oracle. So I'm a very spiritual being, and if that doesn't rock with you, then I won't be for you, and that's okay. And if you're listening and you resonate with the message of reintroducing yourself to the world, then let's get comfortable out here in affirming not only to ourselves, but speaking out into the world, this is who I am, and here's how I can help. So wanting to encourage my friends out here in that space. And of course, if any message resonates with you, you're welcome to reach out to me. I prefer email. And just also remember that I'm connecting with thousands of people every day. If I don't reach out to you, that is why. I'm not on here to make friends on the internet. I'm definitely not here to date. This is a professional platform. I'm not watching your pages. I'm not spying on you guys and not engaging with you. I really, truly get on here. I post and I get off. So if you are moving into that space of being a creator at this time, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to stay focused in that way, and to keep showing up with pure energy. And so that being said, please don't take it the wrong way if you don't hear from me. Again, I'm showing up on here, I'm speaking to the collective consciousness, and the more that you engage with me, the more I'm going to be able to speak to your spirit as well. And if you connect at any time, again, reach out to me. I want to hear from you. And if you enjoy, if you're truly grateful for the content I'm posting every day, then please please share. That way I see you, and then I can reach out, then I can support you more, whether that's spiritually or physically in real life. So I've been training myself to get on here every day, and it's uncomfortable, but again, I'm empowering myself to be a public speaker at an international level. So if you are reintroducing yourself to the world, getting comfortable living in and speaking in that authority now, especially in today's world, what's happening collectively, we have to have a voice. And that's very much seen now more than ever, how important that is. So being conscious of how you are engaging with social media, and let us dissolve, let us release the shame, the uncomfortableness that comes with speaking on the internet. No one's in this live right now, but I know people are going to watch later because people are shy. They don't want to come in and speak to me directly yet. But yeah, if you're ready for it, I'm here. I will be here every day again. I am vocally training myself, professionally training myself to be a public speaker for the rest of my life. So I pray that the content, as you receive them, will encourage you to stay committed and motivated to your own soul mission, that you allow yourself to expand your own identity, even if it seems weird or unfamiliar to your community or your family around you. You know exactly who the divine, the universe is calling you to be, and now is that time. Rahul, thank you so much. Sending love back to you. And just thank you so much for sharing this space with me. So connections in and out, so please forgive the pauses. But I would love to hear from you and what space you are particularly being expanded in. How is your identity being stretched? How are you motivated every day to get uncomfortable in your own self, to speak and to show up and to lead good energy, positive vibrations? And I haven't always been this person. If people have known me since I was little, I've always been a very mopey girl, a very sad girl growing up and not feeling a connection with the people around me, not having a voice, not being seen, struggling financially. So I'm being brick out of that space, and now I am carrying the gratitude I feel for how blessed I am and how much work I've done in the spiritual world with God to empower myself, to heal myself. And I'm simply here to share that energy. So this is not saying that I'm denouncing people who might be mentally suffering. Just know I've tapped into how it is that I can heal myself and keep showing up every day in the most highest vibration possible. And this is it. So for me, if you're listening or not, I'm going to keep showing up. And again, I'm hoping that these messages will encourage you to expand and find what it is, your own soul path, in which you will be mentally so stable, so bright, so positive. Because yes, on our feeds right now is terrible evil that we have to witness. So imagine what it would be for you to be that light that people can see in their feed. And it seems goofy. It seems uncomfortable to share that piece. People might think you're weird. I already have healed through that. But again, we need people to share positive light, and that's who I want to connect to. That's what I'm waiting for. And yes, this is a business. I'm the founder of Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. And yes, people pay me to speak to me. And I've already moved through that too. I am getting on here every day, creating and wanting to connect with people who are also creating businesses that are similar to mine, or building community in sustainable way. They're embracing who they are in the divine. That's who I'm speaking to. And if you're not quite there yet, that's okay. I still honor you. I see you. I've been exactly where you are. Also, we're all traveling through this journey together. So thank you again for the follows. Thank you for the friend requests. I pray I get to know you, but that's up to you to reach out to me. If you are leading energy, if you are on social media as a creator, it's okay. It's safe to just show up and allow people to receive you. That's the divine feminine energy. That's the energy of being in reception, of magnetizing more alignment into your own universe. And that's where I'm tapped into. I'm comfortable there. At the same time, it's now time for me to partner with other people who are on this journey. So if you have a business, or if you want to learn from me how I'm doing what I'm doing, that too also I want to speak to. So allowing ourselves to expand at this time. I know a lot of people on here either know me from Florida. So recognizing the ways in which our communities back home and our hometowns need you to be that light, to motivate people out of drug abuse. I'm from Daytona Beach. A lot of people are on drugs. That's something that I see in the spirit that I had to release and free myself from. And I'm here to support people through that journey if you're ready for it. Sending love to to Daytona Beach and Port Orange and Tallahassee, Florida, and all the friends along the way. And if you still see me and still love me, being in this identity, I send that love back. Currently live in the mountains of Western North Carolina. I've been kind of floating around, and we recently, over the past year, survived huge damage through hurricanes. I know many friends in Tallahassee and other areas as well, and that's been really scary. As I move through, how do I become economically resilient this time? That's also been the answer to get online, to speak to the world, connect with people who have resources when the resources that are local to us have been destroyed. Make new connections, get new ideas, strategize, connect with people, invite people in into your world. And that's also why expanding our identity online and in person is so important. So that all being said, I pray that, again, these messages resonate with you. If they don't, then, I send you love and healing. It won't hurt my feelings if you think I'm weird or whatever. And I hope to hear from each of you when you're ready for it. And again, please engage with me. The more you like the content, you share the content, the more that, the algorithm will show me who you are and I can support you and get to know you. And again, I'm a business owner, so it's beautiful to build that economic community resilience together. And if you're not clear about what that is for you, I can also help with that. If you are clear, you're already in motion, let's find ways in which we can align. I would love to support you more. But again, I'm getting more comfortable, more brave, even just showing up. So thank you, Facebook. I'm going to end this live today with a message from my Oracle book published by Otterpine in Asheville. I am hoping to create an actual card deck from this book, so any purchases from Amazon are super helpful. And again, just thank you for connecting through Facebook, whether you've known me for decades or you're new. I share so much love and gratitude for just being on this journey at this time together as a spiritual being. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just go to where I flipped to. But it's interesting because it flipped to a part of my journey when I first moved from Florida to the mountains of North Carolina on spiritual sabbatical. So after college, was shifting my identity from becoming a doctor to being this holistic person as a coach, as a writer. So this was really my journaling and my thought process of what I was moving through in my own self-development. Okay, so it's called Forest Bath. I was staring down from a boulder into a beautiful and ice-cold waterfall pool. It was 50 degrees out and my Floridian self was already so cold, but I was determined to make the jump. I stood up on that rock for a whopping 15 minutes, unable to take the leap. So, pause for a second. This was my first time driving up onto the Blue Ridge Parkway with my beat-up car from Daytona Beach with almost 200,000 miles on her, and it was foggy. We couldn't even see 2 feet in front of the car up on the parkway. And it was cold. I've only been in North Carolina for a couple months, and I was with this woman who came to the farm in which I was apprenticing on, and I didn't really know her and the other person with us, but they trusted me to drive, and it was really cool to just meet women, young women who were also on the spiritual path, just letting go of their old world and entering a new one. So we were on this journey up to skinny dip waterfalls in the Blue Ridge Parkway. And again, first time ever in the mountains, not used to the cold. So back to the chapter. Even though I knew it was safe and the others were clearly not frozen into a popsicle, my mind kept trying to convince me otherwise, racing with crazy thoughts like, what if there are rocks I can't see? I could see there wasn't. And again, I'm standing on a mini cliff looking at this crystal blue water in a new land I've never been in. Scared of heights, scared of my life, not knowing where I'm going. I'm being told, just jump in the water. And of course, when we have those moments in our life, before we take a leap, the ego is, that's when it's so loud. So then my ego was like, my body won't be able to handle the cold water. But then I started countering, fighting back with the mind, with the fear. And I thought back, I swam in 2 waterfalls previously and it was fine. The ego says, the jump is too scary. but I tell it, I've done jumps much bigger before. Eventually, I recalled the words of Eckhart Tolle. You are not your thoughts. So this is one of the early stages of spiritual awakening. In the early stages of spiritual awakening, when you recognize you are higher than the mind, you are higher than the fear, you are that peaceful presence that's in the stillness between thoughts. So I shut down my mind, told myself, I am strong enough to do this, and finally took the leap into the unknown, only to find that it felt amazing. I felt refreshed and so alive. How often do we find ourselves talking our own self out of our biggest dreams simply because of fear? Convincing ourselves that we are small, unworthy, and not powerful enough. We are so much more capable of amazing things than we can ever imagine. Our human ego is built to be self-limiting. As humans, we enjoy the sanctity of comfort, security, certainty, and conditions. This ensures our survival. But as human beings with consciousness, we are built to do so much more than scrape by through this life. We have the power to create, to birth projects, ideas, inventions, and community. When you realize that you are not your thoughts, as Eckhart Tolle says, your world expands and life becomes magical. There are infinite possibilities because you yourself are not a limited being. There's a common quote among spiritual teachers, that life is not happening to you, it is happening for you. I'm slowly starting to allow this and receive this message in my life. And it all begins with a simple change in thought and how we identify with those thoughts. Flip the mental scripts of negativity and destructive thought patterns and watch what happens to your life. Your perception, self-image, and the structures of your life will change. You are stronger than you think. So I think that's a very important message. Again, it's from Phoenix Medicine's, my Oracle style book. It's on Amazon. But that message is really important right now as we witness so much destructive images in videos, in news, in words. And that's what brings us down and mentally drains us. And then we wonder, why are we so afraid? Why are we so exhausted? Why are we so angry inside? Because we're not filtering out what we're allowing our brain to receive. What messages are we sending to our nervous system? So taking control, taking your power back of what you witness, and the greatest way to do that, and this is my final message to you, is to become the creator. Become the news. Become the new information that people are receiving. No matter how shy you are about it, how silly or goofy or hippie it seems to be a loving voice of positivity, even if people attack you for it, I welcome you in that space. You are needed in that space. And hey, there's a whole industry of people who are building economic resilience in this space. So that is why I have the courage, years later, to keep pursuing this career, my own lifestyle as a holistic being, and why I keep showing up to speak to you. So what are the ways in which your own identity is expanding, and how can you rescript those thoughts of negativity, not only just from the world, but coming from yourself, coming from the voices that you grew up in? You're allowed to expand. You're allowed to shift your identity. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to become the very vision in which you are receiving from God in your dreams. What the universe has whispered to you your whole life. You are that person. That spirit lives inside of us right now. And right now, God, Source, Great Spirit is asking you, asking all of us to awaken it more, uplift the voice more. Make the voice louder. If that means showing up on social media, great. If that means publishing your book, getting that song out, leading an activist movement, whatever it is for you, now's the time. So I look forward to seeing you out there in the atmosphere. And again, please engage with me, connect with me, let me know who you are. And if you watch this whole thing, comment below. and tell me, affirm to me and to yourself and to anyone else who comes across this. Who are you in the spirit that you are now becoming, expanding yourself into? You don't need the titles or the awards or the accolades to say this. So again, my name is Raileigh Easterling. I'm an oracle. I'm a professional writer. I'm a conscious business owner. I'm a public speaker. I am a motivational coach. And I'm also a friend in the spirit. So let me know who you are in the comments below. And I'll see you again soon. And just, again, love and gratitude to Facebook family out here. Thanks for listening.